smoking light. What's going on? I'm waiting on my baking my fries. I haven't cooked fries in grease in so long. I try to be calm. I don't know why people keep looking at it like that don't mean something, like that don't carry weight. You see what's happening in the real in the land. The judgment that's on this nation. If people want to act like it's just normal, no, it's for a reason, family. And that reason should be assigned to you. Now that's only because it's written. Think about it, Genesis 15. You could say the Negroes are not the Hebrew Israelites of the book, but we're looking at the signs. Because there's a spirit that has a law in it that testifies that there's a people that went in captivity. Just as is explained in Deuteronomy 28, Jeremiah 30, Jeremiah 31, because although in the world they told us that the people that's over in the land they call Israel fulfilled the prophecy of the return, I don't think so. The word, that's not what the word declares. And certainly don't declare that they are Hebrew Israelites. No. They can convert, but they're not the descendants of Shem. That people would be a people that are scattered, a people who was taken into captivity. And they'll be brought back out of it by the hand of their creator. That's why they ended. He scattered them. Read Deuteronomy 32. Because of their hard heartedness. Remember, they want to be like the nations. Other gods who were not gods to them, whom their ancestors didn't teach them about. They was into all kind of witchcraft and idolatry. Crazy. That's why there was even a split in the kingdom. Family, I've been studying this thing incessantly to know these things. And this ain't just started. We people. Now, having come to grips with that, I hope my Christian brothers can, because it seems like y'all want to fight. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. When people start talking about the word, y'all turn off any scriptural, or let's result to what the scripture's saying. And then let's look at the evidence of what's been spoken. That's how I can come to know of a surety, and part by the word, and then when we look at reality. Them people over there ain't never went in no captivity. Let's be honest. They had cut my video off for saying what I really want to say, but let's look at the history of who owned the contract. Who were the bankers? They had insurance. They got paperwork. They record everything they do. So they ain't them people. Look at Providence Slave Island. Before it was named Providence Rhode Island. Look at the owners of these slave plantations. The owners of these shipping companies. The banks they were connected to. Who owned the banks? That was doing the business. Who owned the insurance companies? Come on, man, stop. Who were the lenders? You think they changed that much from then to now? I don't think so. They control the money. They're gonna tell you. They're gonna tell you all they've been doing. Even like with history. Oh, we've been keeping history. There's never been an intermittent period where we lost track of keeping history. Like how? Because Israel and Judah were scattered. They were separated, then they were scattered. And it's going to take a gathering by the Most High He's going to gather them before the end time, when the judgment and the gathering and everything, gathering of all the people. And then, no, you don't. And then the judgment. But he's going to gather Israel and Judah before then and put them back in the land. Right around the time they're going to be trying to build the false temple. I think that's already cooking. I think we already see they cooking on that. They gonna build the kingdom, the temple for Judah and Israel. I'm telling you, you gotta read the Bible. Now, a lot of people might, and I mean, this is serious. It's a heart attack, family. It's not no joke. I don't want to come on here playing no games, but you gotta read it. They talking about, oh, the desolation, abomination, the desolation haven't happened. Are you crazy? No, it didn't happen in Daniel time. Yeah, they got subdued and was taken out of there, and the temples did, they were damaged because they were Babylon came in there and took them boys, took the hierarchy out of there. Most High spoke this to them through prophets. And then it was in the covenant. You knew. And Israel broke the covenant. They were idolaters under Jeroboam, the first king they had. But the Most High told them what would happen to them. But Jeroboam built golden calves in the northern kingdom for Israel to worship instead of going down into Jerusalem to the temple, Mount Zion, where the Most High put his name forever. So people over there talking about who the land belonged to and all this and that. That land belonged to Yahuwah. And he gave it as a covenant to his people. Wherever the promised land is, there or Africa. But we know that little land ain't all of the promised land, family. That's one thing you're going to get from me, and that's the truth. I read and study to show myself approved unto the Most High, because he going to use you, family. He going to use you. That's why he's raising you up. He raising his people. You ain't got to worry about people telling you, like religious people who don't receive, because I stopped trying to, I share when we had conversations, because the law, the Most High, everything he created, he put a law in it for success, to create success, to create and to obtain success and prosperity in what you do. Everything he created is good. You could be out of rhythm trying to power up the things of the Father with things of the world. And his things are eternal. They don't operate based on world systems. No, they don't. These world systems are no way connected to the Most High. So you got to wake up and come out of that matrix of thinking there's something here. No, what things of the Most High are eternal and spiritual in nature. You're going to draw them here through you, your obedience. So you got to know this word. You got to study this word. How you going to do anything if you don't know the instruction? You sitting around here talking about some religion. The old Christian church that don't have a clue. Like, I would love to sit down with a preacher, a whole lot of them, and just go to the Bible and show them. It's going to show them. I don't got to show them nothing. Just have a conversation. Let me get on that, because coming on here is not a time to be talking about what the world doing and the church not doing. You know who you are. You awaken. You go to work and do what you're supposed to do. But for the record, the reason why is because we are the true people of the book. That is our calling. It's not a religion. You don't need to join no religion or go through no rituals with no group saying, We will identify you. No, you don't. Your identifier is your spirit. We'll know you by the fruit of your spirit. If you're of God, He's the judge. Don't no man down here get to judge nothing. I don't care who it is. I ain't. That's not something I'm just saying. You got to understand you're dealing with the King. His word is eternal, and no matter how they try to guise themselves or any other group, that's not how the Most High roll. I'm like, brother in Africa, you got to show me your fruit. I need to see your spirit. That spirit that I read about in the pages is not reflective in those nations. Yes, it's reflective in us from wherever we at. We the people, and that means something. And it's time to return. I don't care what religion is saying or what they doing. That's why things out of order. Because that's like Second Chronicles, chapter 7:14. My people suffer for lack of knowledge. Knowledge of who you are, according to the Bible. It matters. It matters. Just like Romans 11 talks about. That should set the standard that you know the Most High has not done away with Israel and Judah, the kingdom of Israel or the kingdom of Judah. Then you could look at the description of the signs that will be on them, and you can pretty much, oh, okay, read Deuteronomy 28. But there's a redemption plan in Deuteronomy 30 also. Don't forget that part because people tend to say, oh, they looking at a curse, they trying to create a curse religion. No, we're looking at it in a balanced way. You keep the commandments, and this what will happen. If you don't, this what will happen to you and your descendants, and these signs will be on you and your children forever. Deuteronomy 28, verse 5 and 46. That end of the conversation is wrapped deep in the curses. The curses begin at verse 15 to verse 68. And you have a lot of them. Cursed in the city, cursed in the field. Cursed will be your basket. Cursed will be the fruit of your body. Your children will be taken and given to another people. Who the hell y'all think that happened to? Don't tell me nothing about what that happened to other group. They made themselves indentured servants. And yes, some things could have happened, and we pray for. Because you're going into an unknown land and you want to be a part of that and you want to establish you a way for you and your family, and certain things probably happen to y'all. Well, worse will happen to us that signify that it's a sign on us and our children. Don't try to diminish the word because it wasn't given to y'all and y'all don't understand. That even matters. Psalms 147. Everything the Bible is the truth. It's alive. Now you might not like the rawness of it, the realness of it, but that's what it's for. To bring order. A lot of y'all, we are a lawless people. This is a lawless nation. They call themselves making laws they don't even keep. They are antichrist. He's the lawgiver. You know what I'm saying? And they reject it. You take your ass out there and try to kill somebody, guess what's gonna happen? You going to jail. They might kill you in the process of apprehending you. Yeah. So, no, God's law is eternal because He's the King. Everything He spoke is law. And the law, which we know as Torah, is instruction. He gave you instruction. He told you so, therefore keep and do my commandments. Yes. But we're not talking about ritual laws. Mm-mm, mm-mm. We're talking about spiritual law, which transcend anything in the physical. You can never be stuck there. And how does that play out in real life? Yeah, you come out of the world, start your business, and start connecting with your people so you can feed his people. He's going to be counting on you to be able to carry that responsibility as a king, your son. You got to carry like a king or a queen would carry. You got to be able to take care of his people and take over territory. Wherever you at, you plant that flag, the kingdom flag in that territory. That's what's happening. He going large. Go out and about and let the people know. Yep. You want to be active in your. It's the fall time. They're gonna need leaves raked, probably garbage taken out. Then we have the snow period coming up, winter coming. It's gonna be cold out there. Check on them regularly. Create a system. Go door to door, knock on their door and ask them. They be looking for somebody to talk to. You might get a long conversation, but add that. And then the youth, judge righteously. If they need help, help them. You know, we are funny people. I see how black people be acting towards each other. Be like, damn, do you love me? What the hell? We are funny people. When it comes to other people, we quick to help them. Like priorities, gotta wake up. That's that uh yeah, Willie Lynch. That's that Willie Lynch doctrine. You got to wake up from that. You love one another. Hmm. Always some damn police somewhere. I was leaving the zone earlier. Now the other day, I seen about 5 sheriff trucks. Had somebody pulled over. And they were sitting out there for over an hour. I'm like, damn, they right on broad daylight, 63rd and southbound lane. You got this cop pulled over and got all these trucks surrounded. I'm like, that must be one of them. That must be somebody, one of them illegal aliens. I hate to say it like that, but you illegally came in this mug. That's what the hell it is. Take your ass back out and come through the front. What the fuck? That costs. We might not like it, but somebody ass paying attention. And whether you want to admit it or not, it is saving you some money in that area. And then there's a greater concern. National security. What the hell? Y'all just willy-nilly don't care. Stop playing. It's great to show love. That's who you are. But I'm not gonna be stupid with it to the point I lose sight of self-preservation and security. You know, you gotta secure the home, secure your front door. I'll go get me some gloves, work gloves. Get back, get on them arms, get on that chest. But yeah, especially on squats. You know what I mean? Huh? Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I'm not coming. My feelings hurt. It's our time. Um, it's surely our time. And it's awakening signal. I'm just listening to somebody talk about it. Go read that Deuteronomy 28. It's talking to a people, his people, Israel and Judah, and all who love him. The Most High is not part and partial to just say Israel and Judah. It don't work like that. They'll tell you that. That's out of anger. A lot of our people mad. And now that we done found out we're God's people, but you gotta understand, vengeance is mine, says Yahuwah. It ain't gonna go down how you think, folks. Or cheese. Cheese pizza. You ain't gotta touch it, girl. Yes, you do. You need a piece of $4.50. You know one thing, I want my garage. I don't know which one of y'all got that garage y'all gonna rent me yet, but you gonna make yourself known. And it's gonna be on. Need some money. I'll let you brother. And we can maintain. Why ain't no washed up? We gonna get it. I'll tell you we're gonna get it. Get it right. And 15 to 17 minutes. Oh God. You gotta wait till my french fries. Okay, like, I'm the illest. Like Biggie Small. Got a pipe down. I've been on the tail. People been fucking with me because my affairs was kind of. I was late taking care of my affairs. They was messing with me. And I'm like, it's back down off me. Pipe down. I don't like that shit. I don't like that. You can't blame me on me. Then people be so crazy about it. Oh, you need to shut up. You don't need to be trying to tell nobody what they need to do. Black people need to stop that. Support. That's how you do that. Support them to ensure the success. You tell nobody what they need to stop doing. What the hell wrong with y'all? These people's dreams. Their whole life will be tied up in the thing. Just because it don't work for you don't mean it won't work for them. Get it right, family. We be tweaking. The thing is to come with solutions. You know what? Maybe you should try this. You know what? Maybe you should try that. You know, you might know something people like. Can you make such and such? It's like some people want to learn how to even make. I got a call about a person who wants to know the machines, this, that. They should have called me. That's a personal phone call. You don't go through a third party. Because then you might think, oh, he don't really want me to know. That's bullshit. I want you to know. That's business. That puts you out of what happened to depend on working for somebody into ownership. I would never not share that game with the brothers and sisters. But you ain't gonna get it like that. Any cricket maker, any maker, no. You ain't gonna learn that system. Yeah, you got the maker, the designing, I just say the designer, the you got the creative designer, and then you put you got the artistic aspect of it, where you got your designing machine and the space that you go in to design your graphic arts. But then after all that, you gotta remember you still gotta know what type of crowd you want to what type of demographic you want to deal with, what type of material you want to sell them. You might not want to sell them no basic cotton. You might want to sell them some high-end cotton. You know, a lot of people talk big stuff like they spend big money on shirts. I've seen some of them shirts peel. They can pay 50 and all that. Them damn shirts peel. No, my $25 shirts didn't peel. It's BTF. So I got I got a little continuity with this. And I sat down and took notes for years. People talk about me and all kind of shit. Still talk crazy, but it worked. You party all the time. Why wouldn't you? Motherfucker don't go nowhere but trying to get to the money. That's it. Because if you don't, then people ain't gonna give a fuck about you. They gonna act like you ain't nobody. Like, what the fuck? You just fuck their whole life up. They act like they just got off the yellow bus. Just everything fall apart. No, we're going crunch time. What are you doing? They ain't got no. Now I ain't saying promoting going, being in the streets and this and that. They ain't got no. They need to be tested. You start testing people. You know what I'm saying? You don't just be letting nobody in your circle. Know what you got around you. And if they take it personal, that's on their ass. You want to know that what's around you gonna stand, in regards to what the times are looking like. You know, we weather the motherfucking storm. I am the storm. It's gonna hit, but we ain't gonna be, panicking and acting like peons. I'm from my parents, but I'm a street dude. I'm street. I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Them square cats. I ain't nothing like them. And you got a lot of squares out here. Even those who awaken and love the Most High and follow Him. You a square to me. You a square. It's not personal. A square is a square. And I'm not saying that in a sense where I'm gonna go out here and do something dangerous. No, cause some things I'm doing you ain't gonna do. You ain't gonna go in the hood where I'm going in the hood. And when I'm going in the hood, my presence affect change. You can listen to the conversation. You know, I'm not going to be persuaded by them. They ain't got nothing to persuade me to jump back out there, back doing what I used to do. I really mean that. And some people be looking like, what's wrong with them? I had people up, what's wrong? Ain't nothing wrong with me. Everything is right. I ain't got that headache. I ain't got to look over my shoulders. You know, I got a scripture for you. I got a scripture for the popo. They don't want to hear it. Don't ride up on Wayne with none of that. You gonna get a scripture. We the people. I ain't got no world conversation for you. That stuff don't have no power. We need to offset something. How to avoid sinful thinking. There you go. We're the reason America is under a curse. No stuff. Genesis 15. It makes sense. That's why I tell you about the Bible. These things are written that you may know. You can go and talk about they don't know what they talking about. They can work with scriptures. They need to okay. Let's see. Hey, we're gonna surely see. We're gonna surely see. Now the people are telling you. Black folk ain't gotta tell you all that. The Gentiles telling you themselves. Let me go get my stand. We're gonna put the stand up and we're gonna get into this word, what's popping. You know, they confessing, we've been told lies, and they know they've been doing wrong and they repent. That's why I want to hear them because they repent. That's what I'm rocking with. Because everything I'm doing ain't what I want to do. I don't like some black people attitude. They weak to me. I ain't scared of power. Y'all gonna fumble some again. Y'all ain't got the blueprint. I need to get in line. You don't got the blueprint. That's even a lot of our people. Y'all ain't got the blueprint. Y'all gonna get y'all ass up, go run straight to the same people y'all talking about doing this and that and the third to you. You ain't gonna come out from among them and build nothing to compete, nothing. And just gonna sit around and complain about shit all day. Like I'm a hands-on type of man, you know. I don't rely on no damn. I don't need no system to do nothing for me. And I'm not being arrogant or cocky. I'm just keeping it a buck because that's something we in the hood we know better. That now some of our ass could have been brainwashed, you know, Americaned out and this and that. We ain't hell no. We always call that brainwash. A lot of our people brainwash. You think you done made it because you can do something here or there. Family, we ain't made nothing until we all put a phone. We ain't made it there yet. Mm-mm. We can't control the outcome of the other nations' ability to do nothing around us. Somebody else controlling that. That's what you want to remove. And how do you do that? Establish God's law. Their law is based on Supposedly, that's the way it's written, but they don't keep it. But establish the law will create the culture. That's how the proof. That's how the doctor said it, and that's the truth. Allow the law to do what the Most High sent it forth to do. Operate and keep the commands in the right spirit. And when you petition the king on your behalf, he gonna know. Let me do this for my servant. My servants are in this area, zone 6, taking over real estate so we can establish the kingdom. You did? Okay, we just put it in there. You got 836. It's 836. It takes 15 minutes, they say. It just went in there at 8:35. So that's what? 45. You know how long it takes. No, but you gotta pray for the white people. Y'all will be alright. You just gotta repent and stop doing. Don't follow the crowd. You know, people gonna look at you strange and tell the truth. All this you learning is biblical. I assure you. I can walk you through it so you'll know it's nothing strange where you like, oh no. This knowledge will help you. But I don't want to hear that. I want to hear something good. My wife's family mocked me at my mother's and my father's funeral until the will was read aloud. Oh yeah, you know, people gonna try to make fun of you. You the black sheep. You ain't like everybody. Keep blacks out of this. You brought this upon yourself. Oh yeah, Shaheed Bolson shuts white American up. Oh yeah, he don't play with them. They want to say some shit. That's common sense. Anytime they do that, you should shut their ass down. Because we know better. You a lie. All the shit y'all been doing to the Negro and black people, the hell out of here. Y'all ain't been no earthly good towards them. We ain't playing no games with y'all. Y'all ass gonna repent. Exactly. We're not going along with that shit like our ancestors. Hell no. That's like me. I catch the hell. I'll be late with them bills sometime. I catch hell. But I ain't fucking with that system. You won't say Wayne when he got no job or none of that shit from them. No, he trusted something, a higher power. I don't care how late it is. You kick me out, I don't care. I got my skill, so I'm gonna land on my feet. I'm gonna show your ass, cause I'm not going to ask them for nothing. You messing with a Negro that did 23, I had 23 years, family. I didn't sit in there crying. I cried sometime and asked the Most High to get me, deliver me out of there. Yes, I did cry. Marcelli and them didn't know. But yeah, sometime I did cry. God, get me out of here. I don't want to be in no damn penitentiary, 11 years straight. The hell who? Not even the toughest. But I held it together. Then nothing never happened to me. I wasn't punked out. Then nothing never happened. But yeah, hell no. Now, mm-mm. You can't pay me to look that way again. Although you might hear some things if you know me. You might hear people talk about me. Them people lying, they don't know me. I ain't in no damn streets. I have problems in the streets. You know what I'm saying? If I go in the streets, it's gonna be bad. I'm not going along with what's going on. So I don't mess with that. I stay away from that type of stuff. Then I don't got time. Mm-mm. I'm in the streets pushing product, pushing my merch, and selling my service. And as a 54-year-old black man, it's ever so more important now. I'm almost kicking 100 down. You ain't got that much time. You got to get it in gear. I got work. That's all I wanted to do. Work every day. I don't rest on the sixth day. You got to respect that. You got to give your body rest. You know, you're going to get it all. You just, no. God said work 6 days for a reason. Don't be stupid. Everybody loving Black America. They loving us everywhere. And I'm going to keep showing y'all this. And they gotta hear this. Fair use copyright. Fair use copyright. Everybody know we them people. That's all I'm saying. Now come back to life. Repent. Come back to my camera all messed up. I had peanut butter on my hand. Fair use copyright. We're gonna get to this. Let's check the Kenyan beats out. Fair use copyright. Fair use copyright. Let's see what they talking about. We're using this for educational purpose, y'all. Good evening, my Gentile friend. Who's saying that? And now it's crazy. Like I'm seeing videos from Black Scottish and Black Germans. Oh yeah, you got Black people all over the world reaching out to us. I'm connected with so many on TikTok. There's so many. We done open a whole nother world. Everybody love Black people, y'all. Hold on, let me shut up so we can hear him. I didn't got talking. Shut your ass up so we can hear him. But yeah, Black people all over the world loving on Black people. We connect and they like, don't nobody talk to us. Don't nobody say they know we this or that. They hate us. And, oh no, they'll never get that from us. Shit, y'all, us, you better wake up. Don't try to go around us now. That ain't gonna work. I'm telling y'all, it ain't gonna work. We've been fighting too long and still fighting on front line. They know what time it is with the Negro. Let's check this out. Now it's crazy. Like I'm seeing videos from Black Scottish. Y'all leaders can't even do that. And they're saying the same thing as you. Now communities from this. And yeah, I don't know, man. You guys are just fucking amazing. The gingers, oh, we turned up. They still coming to the cookouts. They still connected because we understand it's something genetic that the average person ain't doing their research, and it's simple information. Crazy, but that ginger and the Black folk connected just got people sick. They was throwing up. You look what it led to. Now you got the world. You got Black Russians. You got blacks in Iraq. You got blacks in Iran. You got blacks all over. Negroes coming out connecting. You know what I'm saying? Like what? We everywhere. That's what I be talking about when I'm reading that book. Who's scattered and need signs on them. It's the truth, but people don't want to go to the source. Like we crazy. They making up stuff. No, y'all gonna get this. You gonna get this on everything. I love you. The 40 million Black people in America are the role models for 1.8 billion Black people in the world. When we say something's cool, it's cool in Tibet. When we say something's a dud, it's a dud in North Korea. We have mastered culture, community, and cool and creativity, yes or no? So now all we have to do is switch, become bilingual, and master capitalism, commerce, and a new community. Don't go from rocking the mic to owning it. So I want you just to shift your brain. In other words, you are the capital.
what you need. When you walk in a room, you are unique. Everybody wants to be you, except they don't want to be black. According to the title, the mission of black people had only one mission, had one mission. And this mission, they never wanted us as black people to remember. But I'm very happy that we are remembering. Brothers and sisters, I want you to listen closely. Today, I just want to tell you something. I just sat down and think. And when I was on my thinking and relaxing, something came into my mind. And I said, let me talk to you about this. And you will tell me in the comment section if it is right or I'm just thinking my own things. But every black person should have been taught this. There is a reason black people face global pressure. There is a reason black people face oppression. There's a reason our existence of black people, we're talking about each and every black people, Africans, Black Americans, Caribbeans. There is a reason our existence threatens the system. There is a reason the world copies us. There is a reason the world fears us and tries to rewrite us. There is a reason they always try to erase us, because we are not an accident. No, why us? Why every oppression comes to us? Why all the hate is to black people? Why not other groups? Why all the groups, even the groups that are poorer than us, they see us as poor? I think we are not placed on this earth without a purpose. That's what I think. Black people were given a divine mission. This is not a metaphor I'm talking about. It's not politics. No. This is not just to make you feel good inspiration, talking about the inspiration and everything. This is deep history, ancient, spiritual, and global evidence. And it's a prophecy that came into my mind and told that black people are not here by accident, but we have a mission. And today, we're going to talk about that. Before I continue, let's listen to this video. And then I come back with more commentary. The mission is what? Always more black self-determination, more black joy, and you can't have either of those without more black love. And black love has nothing to do whatsoever with hating others. It has everything to do with hating white supremacy. Everything to do with hating evil deeds. Everything to do with hating the impediments of black dignity and black decency. My mother told me and my siblings when we were young kids. I remember it was when my older brother started secondary school. It was a big deal, my older brother going off to the big boy school. And my mom sat us down and she said, if you're ever in trouble out there in the real world, look for a black woman. My mom said this. My mom was raised in this country from the age of 6, the UK. She said, look for a black woman. She said, look out for you. A black woman will help you. She was never wrong. But like,
you look like
it's incredible that
curly hair.
I don't know what my mom went through. But I remember seeing photos of my mom in school when she was in high school and stuff, and like she had loads of black friends and stuff, and they're all black women. So she obviously felt some protection. And growing up for me,
black people don't take care of you. You're not gonna let anybody fuck over you, bro.
Teachers looked out for me. I had a black Jamaican teacher called Mrs. Forrester. She looked out for me. But even outside of school, when I started growing out my hair, there was a black woman that taught me how to look after my curls, what products to use. I am trying to make a point here, and it's that black women get treated the worst by the medical field, by the education field, by the police, by everything. Yeah, they're the ones that give the most love. We don't give credit where credit is due. We really don't. And thank you to especially thank you to the Jamaican community, because there was this Jamaican woman who helped me, and that's a different story. And just black women, thank you for everything you've done for me, everything you've done for me.
If you are black, this video is for you. If you are not black, keep scrolling. This video is not for you. Black child, black person watching this video. Do you know that you are a god? Do you know I'm a goddess?
You know how long this piece is supposed to rock tree?
Oh, was What's up, dog? What's up, Nick?
It's ready?
No, those adjectives, those are not our names. Every
Yeah.
black person is a god. Every black people is a goddess. And
Shut
you
up.
have to ask yourself, who is it beneficiating for us to call each other just low name? Oh my God, oh, look at you. Oh, you are stupid. Oh, you are arrogant. You are this. But when you're gonna say to a black person, you are a god, you are a king, you are a queen, you are intelligent,
You are a
a
queen.
no. Don't talk to yourself about don't call yourself a god. Don't call
You
yourself
are
a
God.
that. I am a goddess and you are a god.
That's right.
Because this, you know what
That's
it
what the
means to
Bible
be
says. I don't care what them
do you know what it means to
goofies
be
talking about.
Do you know what your ancestors in your DNA there is
That's
the
why they was able to do divine things, because they connected to the divinity.
of the people who
And I
was
look stupid.
yes, the pyramid will teach you. So do you know how powerful you are? Can you go and tap into your powerfulness? Because
Praise
every
God.
single black person should look at himself or herself less than a goddess. You are a god. Call yourself a god. Call yourself a goddess. Because you can create, you can build, you can make this world a better place because you are a god. And you have to wonder, when how do we see each other? How do we see another black person? And how does the media represent black people? Oh no, they only know how to dance, they only know how to make music, they are so good at it because they have the genes, they can run faster, they are stronger because of the genes.
You know what though?
If you are not
Everything they saying you good at, they making trillions of dollars off of. That's God power. So sis ain't slow. She know what she talking
a black person, a black person
You
that
can
is
say what you
are
wanna
black,
say.
they don't call us at all because I'm tired of that person.
All right,
always
goddess.
feeling inferior, thinking that somebody else is better than
I
them,
tell them that they
thinking
look at me
they're not
crazy.
great, thinking that something is wrong with
Who
their
do you
hair,
think
thinking
he
that
is?
something is wrong with their skin color. Let's
Who
call
do
on
you
that
think
because
I am?
nothing is wrong with our skin color. Nothing is wrong with our hair.
Everything is right.
Powerful because our head goes towards the sun. Our head goes towards the sun. And look at nature. Our hair looks like what the trees. And trees
Yeah.
have been here for centuries, for decades. The trees were here before I was born, before you were born, and the trees will continue to be here in this world. So if you are your head look like something that is in nature, that doesn't tell you how powerful you are, black child. That doesn't tell you how powerful you are, black child. I am a goddess. I'm not gonna praise
I
you as a
am.
god because I am a goddess. And you as a black king, you are a god. So I'm begging you, black child. Remember that black is excellence, black is power, black is energy, black is everything that exists and everything that does not exist. Black is the present, black is the future, black is the past. So remember who you are. Get to do your origins about our story because I'm tired of listening to other people who doesn't look like me talk about our story or black accomplishment or Black History Month. Or even Black History Month. So I have to celebrate my blackness in 1 month. Why there is not White People Month? Why there is not Christianity Month? Why
Hey, son. Hey, you sound like me. They gonna get rid of you. They on the real though. That's real. Why they no white people month? You talking about some Black History Month? What the fuck?
Black is every second. Black is every
Stop
month.
playing. Black is
Power,
everything.
Black is intelligent. Black is light. Black
That's
is
right.
the present. Black is the past. Black is the future. So you as
Black
a
is
black child,
everything.
you have an assignment. You have to unlearn all the lies, all the stupidity, all the beliefs that make you see
You
yourself
gotta
as an
destroy all
inferior
that
thing,
stuff.
that,
I need to
that
go
make
get me
you
some
see yourself
chocolate.
as useless, as
I want
powerless,
some
that
chocolate.
make you hate your
Go
skin
get some
color, your
chocolate
hair,
bars.
or that
They
make you hate
Dollar
another brother
General
and
and
sister.
clothes.
Because we are nothing less than goddess and God. We are
Please,
nothing less
God,
than
show
queens
you
and
right.
kings. We are royalties. So every single time you see me or you see another person, make sure you know that you are watching a God and you are watching a goddess. Don't ever address me as nothing less than a goddess. Never commit that mistake.
Tell them,
This
sis.
is probably going to be very controversial.
Sis said, don't
I'm
never
from North State,
address me as
in
nothing
a
but a
space
God.
shared with black men,
That's
and
right.
I've been very unsafe in a space shared by white men. Now, for y'all
White
who's
man ain't
listening
gonna try to
along,
harm
it's
your
not
ass.
all
First of
bad.
all, we got mamas. They don't
When
play
I'm
that shit.
surrounded by a bunch of white men, I'm constantly looking around. I
Wow.
have no fear in a room full of white men. The reason why, when I go to the movies, I don't worry that a black man's gonna the movie theater. When I go to my church, I don't worry that a black man's gonna the church.
Hell no.
When I go to
Crazy
the mall,
God. We
I don't
God
worry that a
people.
black
You
man's gonna
stupid.
the mall.
No.
When I go to my children's school, I don't worry that a black man's gonna the school.
Hell no.
Black
Crazy.
men
Now women gonna
will
kill us.
target one or two or
Fuck,
three
messing with them
individuals.
babies. Black woman gonna kill your ass about them kids.
Will go
Let daddy fuck with them kids if he want to.
movie theaters.
Let me tell you something. Daddy a god in his own right. He got his power, but you fuck with them kids, that woman gonna make your life. You gonna wish your ass was never alive. Don't mess with our kids. Just as that man, but she gonna go just like that lioness. Them lions taking down fucking giraffes. That I say they more dangerous than the male lion. Don't be no fool. They be fucking us up, bruh. We can get them, but they ass crazy.
Just
Good crazy.
you got to storm. So before you say that you're
They are
worried
good
about being
crazy.
surrounded by black men,
No, black men gonna take care of your ass. It don't matter what color you is.
People, who were more held back, more deprived,
Shaheed
more
King Boston.
than African Americans.
He gonna like that when he see that. He gonna say don't call him a king though. Hold on. He gonna say don't call him a king, but he gonna like that. Black people gonna give you that because you tell the truth. You don't play games with black people. You waking the hearts and minds of our children, Mr. Bolson. I know you're Muslim. I don't have no problem with that. Muslim is one who submits to the will of God. I understand that. So, in context, I am a Muslim too, but I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I come from the tribe of Judah, the house of Jacob. And I respect what Mr. Bolson does because he tells the truth no matter who it is. And he's a German man. He'll tell you. And he know the history, he know what he's talking about. You either tap into the Islamic aspect of history. It's gonna tell you who the people in them lands are too. We're not crazy. They just ain't gonna tell you the truth. They not gonna it's not the devil's place to give you his playbook. But you being a son of the creator, you can watch people's spirit. You watch their actions that's predicated on the spirit, their belief. We know you by your fruit. We know how to work the Bible. We ain't guessing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't taking it from nobody. It's just us. That's you read the Bible, you reading about us. We got a godly power that the earth trembles from. That's what we sitting here looking at. That's the message I want our youth to understand. Ye are God's children of the Most High. Christ was talking to his people. You his people. That applies to you. I don't care what no religion talking about. I don't care what our parents talking about when it come to God. That don't we respect them and what they speak is law. It helps us to have long life. They give us the game on how we can go about acquiring, living, and fulfilling our purpose in a healthy manner, a loving manner, where we are prosperous. We love our parents, but that don't register in the kingdom. Mm-mm. We all sons, and we're all elevated as children of the Most High. You all are like Christ. You sons. You ain't no. This is the big man league. You know. You're a king. You're a king, family. Natural born king without knowledge of it. That's the crazy part about it. And when I be telling people, bro, I see the kings that's still in Africa. I follow that to this day, and I watch them. I know who's our people and who ain't. You can pretty much tell them from their practices. Our people, no matter where they at, they have a fear for the Most High, the Eternal, a fear where they respect them. You know, really respect, and you can tell, and they have that culture. They have that, and it's cultivated. It's not something they just picked up yesterday and they putting on all these garbs and all this and saying, oh, yeah, nope. And you even have some of our people in Africa as in bloodline. That's what our people that's over here don't understand. No, we ain't gonna spite our nose for our face. Are you crazy? Because we're in America, we think we got no. Them the nations that sustain America. Y'all better wake up through their mineral resources. We having a fit. and it's not being played out in public. But yeah, I respect this man here. I know I'm long-winded, but I have to say that. Y'all should check him out. He speak the truth.
At less than zero, literally regarded and treated as subhuman, not allowed to learn to read or write or anything for hundreds of years. But you see, they come from a people of accomplishment to one degree or another, not a people of piracy and theft and
Yeah, because they took our history and told you was something else. But when you look on the walls of Egypt, you see another black people in servitude. The same people that's from the stem of the people that were said to go on slave ships later and that will serve a nation in Genesis 15, in Deuteronomy 28, Jeremiah 31. Christ even said they would be scattered into all the world. Judah, the people that went south, they didn't run towards the Romans and them. Yeah, because that's who took over Rome. We keep looking past the Germanic tribes. They conquered the other tribes and took over the Roman Empire. That's why you had Hitler doing what he was doing. He was trying to revive the empire. Like this president here, he's a German. They are the ones, he's a German stock. They are the ones in control. They took over the empire but didn't destroy the kingdom. I promise you.
appropriation.
Read
They
it.
come from the people who created and built and developed in their own land. And even though you did everything that you could possibly do to suppress them, to hold them down, to hold them back, and you're still doing that until today,
Still doing it,
nevertheless, I don't think anyone can dispute the fact that African Americans have become a global cultural superpower.
Hey, y'all hear that, man? Hold up. My youngins that be watching my videos, don't just listen for the short run. Listen to the whole video because a lot of truth. We be dropping real jewels over here. These things that you can let marinate, and you want to know where that come from. That's a Deuteronomy 7:6 speaking. You are a nation of people that's above all nations unto the Most High. He have chose you to be above them unto Himself, for Himself. So it's not that He put you in a place where no one else can attain to go higher. No, you were for a specific reason, and that's why you're able to prevail when things ain't going right. We going through all this, and they seeing the greatness. That's what they gonna remember. Don't listen to these people over here saying, and our people pouring all that witchcraft in your brain, telling you anything aside from what God has already expressed you to be. Don't listen to them. The devil is a lie, family, and they the devil.
Obviously, theft and appropriation. They come from the people who created and built and
We
developed
still
in
doing
their
it.
own land. And even though you did everything that you could possibly do to suppress them, to hold them down, to hold them back, and you're still doing that until today, nevertheless, I don't think anyone can dispute the fact that African Americans have become a global cultural superpower. Culturally, they're a superpower. Whatever cultural soft power that America has in the global south,
That's because
it's
of
African
us.
American.
Every time you need help, the only person to come to your aid is typically another Black woman.
Black men too. Stop playing.
I love this topic because when I actually think about my own
Y'all
personal
be
life,
tripping.
I do have to admit, a lot of times that I've needed help or assistance, it was always truly another Black woman coming to save me. Now, there were times where I did have a boyfriend, and at the time, he might have helped me with some things, but there were also some things that were
What about the elder
beyond
men?
control. But
Not your boyfriend, the elder men in your life. Did you have them?
I can give a few examples.
I ain't knocking no women. But Lord.
I can give a few examples. Firstly, there was a time where I was living by myself and I moved into an apartment. The apartment was not clean at all. And I wanted to break the lease. I was having a hard time breaking the lease and they were not budging. And guess who I called? My friend who is a Black lawyer. And she did not charge me money to get me out of that bad situation. Black woman coming to help you. In regards to that specific situation, I winded up moving out. Once I finally was able to move out, I winded up moving out. And then I tried to, at the time, go home
and stay with family, but it was not feasible at the moment. And so I called my big cousin, who is another black woman, and she allowed me to stay and live with her for a few months until I could figure out my plan and figure out what it was that I needed to do to get to a better situation. And those are very small, not to discredit what they did for me, but those are very small, minute things compared to some of the other things that people have to endure, right? Like when I look at women who have babies, who have children, and the fathers just decide that they don't want to be involved, the baby dad's family decides they're not gonna be involved either,
That's
right?
bad.
Trifling stuff, right?
No.
Like it's other black women that come to your aid.
When I was locked up, my mom and my dad was heavily involved with my children and their mothers, and still to this day. Now, if the children don't still go around because they didn't got too grown, that's something different. That's between them. But as far as my parents, they was always active in my children's life when I was unfortunately sitting in the bed.
It's usually the sister. The baby daddy's sister might still help out, right? Or it's your sister, or
But my mama would come incessantly. I would be way down south, and I would tell her, "Don't come visit me." I was in Menard. I'm like, "Mama, don't come down here and visit me." My mom like, "You can't tell me where to go. You my son. You in this long as you in this." I had 23 years. I did 11 straight years. My mom was like, "You can't tell me where to go. I wouldn't care who here. I'm coming." I'm like, "No, I didn't still didn't agree with it. Like, no," and I got right. I kept my mind right, focused, and I wound up being able to transfer out of there. Got back up south. Let me get back up north. You know? I ain't want my mama because if them people would have said anything crazy, all they had to do is say something. I would have fucked one of them police up on the spot, on everything. I would have had another case. I would not have played about my mama because I done seen some shit and heard some shit like, what? Bruh, you supposed to set an example right there. Ain't nothing to think about. My people coming from the city coming to visit, you gonna respect them because they respectful. They ain't doing nothing to disrespect nobody. And you think because they don't understand, even though they know how to function and they know how to stand and stand in who they are. They ain't running from no motherfucking body. But they come down here and they trying to do what's right, so that won't interfere with them getting in and visiting their people. And them white boys to try to play games or them white women. Man, I'm tell you something. We would have fucked them up playing them games in the penitentiary. You don't play them games. But it was at the same time, that was out of love for our people. It wasn't because you had disdain for humanity. Hell no. They gonna paint the picture on how they want the narrative to play out, so it can always look like they're the victors. For 54 years, where the fuck am I going? They able to find me wherever I'm at. So a banker, they know. A banker shouldn't have no problem. Okay, you know what, Mr. Reese? Here you go. We're gonna start you with the low low. He go a $5,000 package. Let's see if you can handle it. You here, you have a business, you got the paperwork. They know you need the money, you need trade lines, so you need money. What's all that about? I never understood that. Well, you might have had some discrepancies in the past. Okay, y'all had discrepancies and clean the shit up. You know what I'm saying? Cleans your name up to get back in a position so you can clear that. It would be the same with me, but I don't want their money. I said I was gonna use that credit because I'm never had no credit. Real talk. I'm being honest. And they have turned me down, but I thank God because look at all this shit now. That was around the time when COVID first hit. I'm like, I'm not, no. I tried to get the trade, none of that. I'm like, I'll just use my own pennies, do what I do, and y'all know how we do in the hood. I ain't think about them people, and I never used that EIN. And all you gotta do is pay the taxes on it, but I'm like, no, I ain't gonna mess with it until I'm really ready to. Now, like I said, I don't want to mess with they banks because whatever I touch, I'm going to take it and buy assets. I'm not. I'm a guy. I'm not a sell products fan. I'm a salesman, you know. I'm a real salesman. You dig? I sell you product, whatever problems they're having. I'm making recommendations. Go get the parts from woo woo woo. I'm the one making the calls. No, go get them from over here. They're a little cheaper, but they got a good brand. They got good brands. Just because they don't have the name brands of these companies here, don't mean they products are low budget products. You can basically, yeah, they can even trick you with some numbers, but you gonna know, you gonna learn. You pay attention to brands when you, especially in my field of work, you gonna pay attention to them. Because if you send them to buy some weak parts that's breaking quick and all that, they ain't getting no warranties and all that. They gonna stop trusting you. They not gonna trust you no more, and they gonna be going somewhere else, and you gonna be looking crazy. Like what the hell? Cheap ain't always good, and I don't recommend cheap all the time. And people be they be complaining about my prices, and my price is pretty cheap compared to a lot of people. I know the way a lot of people do the math, and they doing it the right way. But I figure, okay, you'll get it in the long run. You move like an army. We want all the people to come to me. You know, we'll get it in the long run. I'd rather have the loyalty because the money gonna come, and then they send other people. So I've created my own clientele. I got my own roster. I could reach out and call people or reach out and send them an offer, make them an offer. They gonna come back. They not gonna turn down no offer. And they know they got a qualified technician who able to navigate their vehicles and fix situations the first time. He ain't, ain't no guessing. I'm going in there getting it done. They know they got a adequate mechanic who gonna get it done, and they trust me with their automobile. Especially my buddy. I got buddies who ride Cadillacs, and Cadillacs don't see them. They went and got it off the showroom floor, but Cadillac don't see it. They ain't went to no off-brand lots. They went straight to the Cadillac dealer. You know what I'm saying? Went and got them. But hear me, Cadillac don't see them. And if I don't see it, it's because it was something I probably couldn't. Okay, I got to be truthful. I don't have the equipment to do certain things, so I'm gonna let them know. No, I ain't got the equipment to do that. So I ain't gonna hold you up. But they trust me. And that don't stop the relationship. They continue to come back and they send people faithfully. So I've been pretty blessed with what I do. It's official. They know. Okay, yeah, he official with it. You can trust him with your automobile. He gonna do what he said. He gonna deliver. Forget what he talking about. He gonna deliver. And don't get stuck on how he look, cause people see me. I might be in an old jogging suit, looking at me like, you know. Or one day I might come dressed. I don't care about no jeans. I might have on some jeans. These jeans I done wore already. These work jeans, they don't know it. But the reason why they became work jeans, that that process replaced them. Replaced those that were made work jeans now. So it paid. Them jeans paid their way. They more than just a fashion statement. Whatever I wear, as workwear, you know? It's workwear, baby. I'm in them clothes working. I remember I had to get under the car. I had on some my white t-shirt, white Air Force Ones, and my Rockawares, my like ice white blue jeans. Family, I had to slide. I'm sliding. I slid dead under there on my little creeper. Creeper with the four wheels. You can jack the car up and everything. Put my gloves on, got dead under there. Caught my t-shirt at the edge, just put it in a little partial in my waistband in the back so it wouldn't catch on the bottom. I was good. Slid on. I ain't get a lick of dirt on me. I ain't get a lick of dirt on me. Nothing but my hands, my fingers. I think I did an oil change. Ain't get a lick of dirt on me. But yeah, I do that, and I'm good at that. God, and and that's not it. I do a lot of high end cars, and they trust me because I'm gonna tell the truth. But some people they don't want to hear that shit. Like I had a customer, she brought a Volkswagen truck, and I'm like, yeah, okay, not recognize. Okay, I've dealt with Audi drivers for years, automobiles and trucks. And when you disassembling them, they have different type bolt head. They bolt heads are specialized. And this bolt head to take the rotor off, which you will have to take the brake wear off. Oh my God, I could not find that hex key. I wanted the hex head key design. It's not a hex head. I'm just saying that to hopefully give you a picture of how this thing was. It's like multiple hex heads. I was like, what the fuck? I went to the stores. I couldn't find it. And the woman, like, okay, I'm gonna give you some time. Is there something I can order? She was, insisting on getting it done, and I was with that. But all the time, I knew I was dead in the dope, family. And then, when you go online and look up stuff, they gonna have a picture of it because it's out there. It's in the ether. It's out there. So if I go on a site, yeah, you can pull it up. If they selling automobile products, yeah, but that don't mean they carry it. I'm being honest. That don't mean they carry it. Some of that stuff I didn't have a lot through years. Oh, that's a special order, which means, and the parts store will tell you that you got to go through the dealer. Now imagine that with a tool. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, I'm done. I'm through with this. But sis ain't one trying to hear that because, and I understand. I can imagine the price just to do them rotors. The brakes, yeah, I was successfully. I did the brakes successfully, and she probably thought this nigga just wanted to do the brakes. But no, I was serious. I couldn't find that key head, and I wasn't gonna jam one in there. Get one that'll stick in so many parts of it, and hopefully it'll catch it. Yeah, I probably could have put some heat on it, got one of them little propane tubes, and used it. Little torches, and heated it up first and put a key in there with enough keys to catch it. A star that's big enough to catch it. It was like a 60 plus, probably a 65 in diameter, millimeter. And I'm like, no, I ain't rocking with that. I ain't doing that. And they got a key. I know Volkswagen got it, but I looked up the price, the average price, and I said, oh shit. And boy, she stopped calling me. I'm like, damn. And she sent her, she sent her daughter too. I'm like, damn. And her man was gonna come. They had a Jaguar. Now I didn't have a Jaguar customer. I got Mercedes customers. I got one guy got about 4, 5 Mercedes 500s. The R versions. Yeah, 550. He got a 550 coupe. That motherfucker is raw, family. Sitting on them 22s, them things. That thing is raw. I got one of my guys. He got that ZL1. Oh my God, my God, my God, my God. He got a Hellcat killer. Real talk. He got a Dodge killer, family. I'm like, oh, and I'm his mechanic. I've been working on his cars all his life. He went and got that joint, and he got that Dodge Dart I showed y'all earlier. That is a hybrid car, half engine, half electric. That electric alone, bro. That them engines. I've been doing my research on those hybrid engines way before he got that car. I had no idea he's gonna get one because I've been following the markets. Where's the money at? Where are we losing at? In companies. Follow these companies. Follow real estate. Follow the auto industry because I repair automobiles. But yeah, that affects me. It affects parts. You pulling up in them new cars, and I try to warn people, you got to be careful. Just because the truck is bought here and certain parts of it is assembled here, you got to realize America is a corporation. Now you get to see it. I don't sound so crazy and conspiratorial now because Mexico might make the okay, America might make the body. Mexico might make the interiors or something. Canada might make the engines or the transmissions. And Germany might make this or that, or China might make the software for the software system to operate them boys. And we as mechanics know how that process plays out. That connects your sensors. and it feeds back to your your PCM, your ECM. You know, the computer, the cars, computer, the automobiles, computers, and that's what controls your automobiles. Family, certain components you can get. That's like even way before America was really having a problem with China. But they did because even during Trump's first term, he was saying the China problem. Like what he was saying, our intellectual properties. Like they getting everything you do and they mimic it and this and that. Y'all doing the same damn thing. Plus they were doing y'all manufacturing. So what all you got what the fuck? Back then I didn't look at it and see it as clearly as I see it now. But I'm like, y'all want to employ them. Now they didn't grew and they doing things in their way. Y'all don't feel they, come on, America. Y'all a little too touchy with it. And because of the way y'all approach things, the nations don't want to do business with us. They say an hour. Oh, I got to go. It's an hour 24. I gotta go. Peace and blessings. I gotta go get my chocolate too. Man, keep your head on a swivel. Pray for your brothers and sisters. Love one another. We the chosen people of the Most High. If you don't know nothing, look that up. Read Deuteronomy 28 and look on what's going on with us. Shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom.